Every single year, there is a specific date on the calendar that should send a chill down your spine. It's not a holiday. It's not an election day. It's called Earth Overshoot Day, and it marks the moment when humanity has consumed every single resource the Earth can regenerate in an entire year. In 2024, that date arrived in early August. That means for the remaining months of the year, we are running purely on borrowed time, draining resources our planet simply cannot replace fast enough. And the terrifying part, that date keeps arriving earlier and earlier every decade. Let that sink in for a moment. Back in 1970, Earth Overshoot Day fell in late December. We were barely brushing up against our planetary limits. Fast forward just 50 years, and we are blowing past those limits by nearly 5 full months. We are not approaching a crisis. We have already entered one. So what exactly does it mean to exceed Earth's limits? Scientists use a framework called Planetary Boundaries, 9 critical systems that regulate life on this planet. Things like the stability of our climate, the freshwater cycle, biodiversity, ocean acidification, and the nitrogen cycle. Researchers at the Stockholm Resilience Centre have confirmed that humanity has now crossed 6 of those 9 boundaries. 6. That means 6 of the fundamental life support systems on this planet are operating outside the safe zone for human civilization. Climate change is the one we hear about most often, but it is far from the only crisis unfolding. Our freshwater systems are under catastrophic stress. Aquifers that took thousands of years to fill are being drained in decades. Forests that once covered massive portions of the Earth's surface are disappearing at a rate of tens of millions of acres every single year. And biodiversity, the rich web of species that makes healthy ecosystems possible, is collapsing at a speed that scientists are now calling the 6th mass extinction event in Earth's history. But here is something the mainstream conversation often misses. This is not purely a technological problem. It is a consumption problem. The average person in a high-income country consumes resources at a rate that, if everyone on Earth lived the same way, we would need between 4 and 5 planets to sustain it. We only have one. And yet, the narrative we are fed is one of individual guilt. Recycle more. Use a reusable bag. Turn off the lights. While every positive action matters, placing the entire burden on individual consumers while ignoring the structural systems driving overconsumption is a form of misdirection. Industrial agriculture, fast fashion, fossil fuel subsidies, and planned obsolescence in manufacturing are systemic forces that no amount of personal recycling can offset on their own. That does not mean we are powerless, quite the opposite. The research is increasingly clear that the most impactful shifts happen at the intersection of personal choice and collective advocacy. When enough people change their behaviour and demand systemic change simultaneously, tipping points happen. We have seen it before. The ozone layer is healing because nations agreed to ban CFCs. Renewable energy is now the cheapest form of electricity ever produced in human history because enough people and governments pushed for it. So what can you do right now, today, that actually moves the needle? Start by understanding your actual footprint, not in a shame-based way, but in a strategic, empowered way. Knowledge is leverage. One of the most practical tools gaining traction right now is shifting toward a lower impact lifestyle through more intentional purchasing, buying less, buying better, and supporting companies that are genuinely committed to circular economy principles. One resource we recommend exploring is Earth Hero, an online marketplace that curates sustainable, ethically made products across every category of daily life. from home goods to personal care to outdoor gear. Every product on their platform is vetted against strict environmental and social standards, so you are not left guessing whether a company's green claims are genuine or just greenwashing. Shopping through Earth Hero is one of the simplest ways to ensure that your everyday purchases are aligned with the future you want to see. You can find the link in the description below, but beyond your shopping cart, there are deeper actions that carry even greater weight. Advocate loudly. Vote with the planet in mind at every level of government. Talk about these issues with your family and your community because social norms shift when conversations shift. Support organizations working on reforestation, ocean restoration, and regenerative agriculture. Reduce your consumption of animal products, which account for a staggering portion of land use, water use, and emissions worldwide. The Earth is not quietly suffering in the background of our busy lives. It is sending distress signals through every wildfire season, every broken heat record, every bleached coral reef, and every species lost forever. The question is no longer whether we have exceeded our limits. We have. The only question now is how quickly and how boldly we respond. The window is still open. But it will not stay open forever. What will you do with the time we still have? If this video made you think differently, please share it. Subscribe for more content on the environmental realities shaping our world. And check the description for links to resources that can help you take your next real step. The planet needs more than awareness. It needs